In this video, we are discussing about the corporate restructuring, what is the motive behind the restructuring themselves, and in the end of the session, we will see the synergistic effects, synergistic cost, and synergistic values of the corporates. So just take a look here. First of all, these are the activities related to expansion or contraction of a firm's operations. See, not necessarily that all the companies, all the restructuring activities are related with only expansion or expansion of the firm's operations. For an example, changes in its assets. So there are the types of assets, fixed assets or the current assets. So every time they don't want to expand, they don't want to enhance the structure of the assets. Same is applied in the capital structure, like the combination of the equity and the debt, okay, and apply it also on the working capital management, like for an example the current assets and the current liabilities, and apply it in the ownership structure. So that is why I have mentioned here the expansion or contraction, okay. Not necessarily that every time companies, when they are involved in either horizontal merger or vertical merger or conglomerate, so every time they don't wish to expand their assets, like every time they are about to increase their assets, so they are about to enhance their capital structure by leveraging or including enhancing the debt in the capital structure or in the working capital management. Either they want to increase their receivables or decrease receivables, like, and same is applied in the ownership structures, like the changes in the preference shareholders or changes in some ordinary shareholders or and the bonus and the right issues and all that. So every time it is related with either the expansion or the contractions of a firm's operation. Types of merger, please take a look here. As I mentioned, there is 3 types of the mergers. The first one, which you see here, horizontal merger, and other 2 mergers are vertical and conglomerate. Okay, so one by one we will discuss. So horizontal merger, same or similar industries. If for an example merger of Hewlett Packard and Compaq, so they both are involved in the similar product line, similar industry. So if there is a merger of HP and Compaq, or for an example Kelvinator and Voltas, okay, both are in the consumer goods, like they manufacture refrigerators and generators, so they come together and in order to form a synergistic effect. Another type of the merger is known as the vertical merger. Vertical merger is a bit complex because the acquiring company seeks to move up or down the product supply chain. For an example, an ice cream manufacturer, say Baskin Robbins, okay, Baskin Robbins decides to acquire a restaurant chain so it can have an outlet for its products, not merely relying on the supermarkets or other restaurants, right? So they themselves open their outlets, not depending upon the merchandisers, not depending upon the supermarkets or other modes of the selling of their ice cream. This is an example of the forward integration. Forward integration, you can say this is the acquirer is moving up the supply chain toward the ultimate consumer. Okay. Second type of the vertical merger is a downward or the backward integration. Same ice cream manufacturer, as I said, Baskin Robbins purchases a farm, okay, so it can supply its own milk and cream for its ice cream products. So this is a backward integration because the company is moving down the supply chain in order to have the raw materials inputs from their own farms. So this is the vertical merger. Another very important merger which is commonly known as conglomerate. in the conglomerate kind of the merger is very complex by nature, where the two companies, for example Unilever, for example ITC, okay, they come together, okay, and in Unilever there are such products and services which are completely different from one another, okay. They are expected to be few, if any, synergies from combining the two companies. Same example of the ITC, if you see the product line of the ITC, so ITC consumer durables, ITC cigarette, and even the consumer durables. So there are variety of the product line, the complete separate businesses. Now see, what do we mean here by the term corporate synergy? See, synergy means it refers to a financial benefit, okay, which is sometimes not quantified, but corporation expects to realize when it merges with or acquires another corporation by either the horizontal merger or vertical merger or conglomerate or acquisition process. So they gain something, okay. That is why I have, okay, another, just see what kinds of the methods of restructuring. There are basically mainly two types of the restructuring. The first one is known as operational, second one is known as restructuring. In the financial restructuring, we have the debt restructuring, as I told, either in the capital structure, how much debt is to include and how much equity is to include, or asset restructuring, like what should be the short lived assets and what portion should we have the long term assets, and also the capital restructuring, like in the formation of the capital structure. And in the operational restructuring, it is related with the operational activities, marketing, the product, resources, technology, employment, and organizational restructuring. So again we are coming to our part, which is the motive of the organizations to have the synergistic effect by in getting involved themselves in the process of mergers or acquisitions. So synergy is the concept that the value and performance of two companies combined, for example company A and company B, okay, through any mode of merger or through the process of the acquisition, they are combined together. So the combo will provide the greater effect, the greater than the sum of the separate individual parts. If a company A standalone value is, for an example, $10 million, company B standalone value is, for an example, $5 million. So if you both the values come together, so it is not the 10 plus 5, but it gives some more value. That is the synergistic value. I have just tried to make you guys understand 2 plus 2 is equal to not 4, but in the synergistic effect this gives you greater than 4 or more than 4. So this is very important concept, like 1 plus 1 equal to 11. Okay, so we will just take a look through one of the illustrations. For an example now, if a company, here just our illustration starts, if a company A and company B, there are the two companies, respectively their values are $200 million and $50 million on a stand-alone basis, means individual basis respectively. Yet when combined through a merger and acquisition transactions, okay, here it is not mentioned that what kind of the merger is taking place, either horizontal, vertical or conglomerate or any kind of activity. Transactions are valued at $285 million. There is a synergy of $35 million. So what if you make them together, so it gives you $250 million, but the value at 285 and there is a synergy, and a net profit is assumed that will be $35 million from this synergistic effect. So we will just take a look through one of the example here, like how it is calculated. See, the concept here, in the another part of this video, we will take a look the value of synergy, whether net gain or net loss, through one of the case studies, a small case studies of the two firms. A has pre-merger value of 320 lakhs dollar. Firm B has the pre-merger value of 90 lakhs dollar. With the merger would yield a cost saving with a present value of $40 lakhs. Okay, this is the assumption that the companies, when the companies acquirer or acquired companies come together to form a new business or the same current line product, so the overall synergistic value is 40 lakhs dollar. Now, for the acquisition of the firm B, firm A required to make payments of 100 lakhs dollar, 80 lakhs in the form of shares and 20 lakhs in the form of cash. It is noticed that an acquisition cost, another cost, the cost of acquired, is 5 lakhs dollar in such a deal. Determine synergy value in gain or losses. Very good question. A very good case study. The pre-merger value, standalone value are 320 lakhs and B's pre-merger value is 90 lakhs. Company, after the merger, company thinks that there will be a synergistic value approximately 40 lakhs. And there is a deal that the firm A will make payment of 100 lakhs dollar. Okay, 80 lakhs in the form of the share transfer in the name of company B and $20 lakhs cash. It is noticed during these mode of transactions the acquisition cost. Okay, because company A is acquiring, company B is a acquired company. So there is always some acquisition cost will get involved. So that is 5 lakhs dollar. So we have to determine the synergistic value in the form of gain or in the form of losses. So how we are going to calculate it? This is the solution. We have to find out first of all the synergistic cost. So synergistic cost, what I did explain previously, 80 lakhs in the form of share transferred and 20 lakhs cash, that means 100 lakhs. And 5 lakhs is the acquiring cost, is the operating cost, and pre-merger value of acquired firm was 90 lakhs dollar. So 100 plus 5 minus 90, total cost minus pre-merger value of acquired firm. So this gives you the synergistic cost is 15 lakhs. Okay. Now we will take a look that what will be the overall impact on the organization. Okay, either net gain or net losses. So we have to find out the synergistic value anticipated. Okay, there are some other modes also to calculate the synergistic value, but here it is assumed that company A thinks that after combination, after combining or acquiring or by the vertical or horizontal or being converted in the conglomerate, this will give then the synergistic value of 40 lakhs dollar. Okay, and synergistic cost is 15 lakhs. So we will reduce the synergistic cost on the synergistic value and giving it the 50 lakhs, and this 50 lakhs is a positive. Okay, this is a positive. So it is a net gain. So it is a good deal. Overall, we can say it is a good deal by this piece of merger. Okay, so this is the good deal. This is the synergistic value which we have found here with these calculations. I hope this video you have liked. Thank you very much.